my channel. Welcome back to today's episode of Dr. OJ Speaks TV. Honestly, I am so excited to bring you this episode because this is from the viewers to us, and we're going to be addressing questions from all of our viewers today. I'm going to be addressing three main questions that I have received randomly from people over the past couple of months, especially in the past 2 months when we focused on relationships, love, and all of those things. So I've gotten quite a few questions and I will be answering those questions today. If this is your first time to my channel, welcome! I am so excited to have you, but don't forget, subscribe, turn on your notification, like this video. We really want you to like this video, drop us a comment, but most importantly, what do they say? There's love in sharing. Share with your friends and family. Yeah, so this is another week with Dr. OJ Speaks, and today we're going to be doing Ask Dr. OJ full episode. But let's not forget our sponsors for today. This episode was generously sponsored by HD Pro Global Beauty Institute and Body Med Spa, and they allow you to not only transform your body in 90 days or less, but they also set you up with an amazing opportunity to own your own very med spa, your personal med spa, to become an independent med spa operator. They train, they certify you, they get you set up with all of your equipment, everything you need on your back-end office is done for you. So check them out, hdproglobal.com, for more details on all of this wonderful goodies that they have to offer. And I will be right back for the main dish on Ask Dr. OJ. See you soon. Today's episode is all about Ask Dr. OJ. So, as much as I love to give my personal opinion, and you guys know that I offer that a lot, I also like to, as a professional, certified, credentialed, doctor, PhD, and all of those things, I always like to be responsible with the kind of information that I offer to you, my viewers. That means I get to do a lot of research to ensure that I don't just answer your questions from a place of, this is what I think, and that's what I think. No, we don't do that here. We are exceptional people, and we offer information from a very, very knowledgeable place. And that's why I just found out this week, y'all, that I am a polymath. Do you guys know who a polymath is? Oh my goodness. Okay, before I answer the questions that you guys sent in, let me share this with you. So this week I found out, just doing some personality tests. I do a lot of personal development master classes. I listen to trainings, webinars. I am always in search of more knowledge for myself, and because I want to be more, it allows me to offer more to you. So this week I took a personality test, and it exposed the fact that I am a polymath, someone who gathers extensive information and uses high quality information to solve problems. I think that's the simplified version of what it is. I mean, you can go online and search who a polymath is, but I found that I'm a polymath because I solve a lot of problems. You guys don't even know how many problems I try to solve for people. I bring a lot of value way beyond the things that you see me do online, and I help people just really get what they want, and in turn, I have what I need. Okay, so I'm a polymath. That's just one thing that I'm excited about this week. I found that out this week, and that just makes me feel good. All right, first question for the day. At what point in a relationship do you ask the question, who are we? What are we doing? What are we? At what point? Someone sent that question to me in my inbox, and when I saw it, I realized that being a woman of a certain age, having gone through certain life experiences, it allows me the opportunity to really have a lot to say about these things. Wouldn't you agree? So here's my question for you. Who are we? What are we? What are we doing? First of all, before you go into any situation, I know I have been called calculating, I have been called rigid, I have been called several different things, but this is my thing. When a guy steps up to me and I'm like, okay, yes, you like me, I like you, we like each other, we're vibing, we're talking, it seems like there's something there. I really want to know what your end game is. And for me, when I ask about your end game, it's really just me being able to set the expectation for how I am going to interact with you in that situation, right? Because I understand that not every relationship has to lead you down the altar, else maybe I would have been married like 100 times already. But jokes apart, it's always a good thing for you to understand what the expectations are for that relationship. If it's just a casual friendship, we're just talking, we're just vibing, we get to hang out from time to time, we get to do things that we find interesting, that is common to both of us, let each other know. Because if you have that conversation from the jump, it's easy for you to maneuver your way throughout the rest of the relationship. And you completely avoid this, who are we, what are we doing? A lot of women get to this point where after you've gone into a relationship, you've got intimate, and then things on your end, or it's one-sided, or it's not the guy, or everything is getting very serious. You say, oh, I found the bae, you're posting him on your status, you are telling everybody about him, and the guy is like, he's none the wiser. Like, for him, it's just like, whatever. He doesn't even see what you have as anything. Like, you know, the way men think. Men's brains are wired so differently. Like, they can go into a situation, yes, they like you, they fancy certain things about you, but they might not necessarily take it as seriously as you're taking it. And one thing I've also learned about men is they're very, very like, they want to be told. No, let me not say told, but it's like, it's very good when you're in a relationship with a man for you to have straightforward, clear-cut conversations. Now, my ladies, my sisters, come close. A lot of us, we have conversations with men. We're talking, and I'm not saying you give me a questionnaire, 1 to 10, answer, check yes or no. Tell me what your option is. No, nothing like that. As an adult, as a female, or as an individual, it's important for you to acquire what we call emotional intelligence. Emotional intelligence allows you to hear what people are saying even when they're not saying exactly what it is. Emotional intelligence allows you to read people and to understand and to discern, understand and discern the situation you're in. A lot of us women, we honestly know certain things. There is a knowing on the inside of us that tells us that this one is not here for serious matter, you know. But we want to make up a story that we're telling ourselves. We want to put ourselves in this position where we're not being realistic, or we are in this world of fantasy. We're trying to believe that, oh, don't worry, he's going to fall in love with me. Oh, don't worry, if I sleep with him X amount of times. Oh, don't worry, if I show him that I'm wife material, or all the things that we tell ourselves. Sisters, look, all that stuff, it don't work like that. So it's important for you to not only just have a conversation with the person you're with, but listen, and listen well. A lot of us listen to give a response, but we don't listen to understand. So an emotionally intelligent individual who operates at a very high capacity has the ability to listen, and listen well. So when you listen, you're able to gather. Because one thing that I found with a lot of men is they actually do tell you what their intentions are. It's very few and far in between who are just up to no good, who just feel like they have to lie to you to get what they want. Most men, really, they tell you as it is, like, I'm not really here for something serious, you know. Or maybe when a guy's telling you stuff like, you know what, I'm just taking it chill, you know, I'm just really looking right now, I'm trying to just meet some people, I'm trying to just get out there, see what's out there, you know. That's a quick, clear explanation that, babe, I'm not here for anything serious. But when a guy meets you and he's serious, promise you, he will not mince words to tell you, look, I like you, I care about you, this is what and what and what and what I want from this situation. Men, honestly, they are more straightforward than we are. They don't leave you guessing, although we feel like they do. And when a guy is not saying anything, it's because there's really nothing to say. He doesn't have anything to say. Like when he's not telling you he loves you, he cares, and because he doesn't have those feelings for you. If those feelings were there, he would tell you. So who are we? What are we? What are we doing? Those questions, they come up, but they really should not, because you should be able to listen throughout the conversation that you're having with this person, and you should be able to get certain things out of the way. If you're the kind of person who wants absolute clarity, I feel there's nothing wrong with you asking straight up questions like, okay, so what's your plan? Or what are you trying to do with this? Why are you coming to me? Or if you're coming to tell me you like me, you fancy me, and he's giving you all these compliments, there is no problem in asking, okay, what's up? What's going on? What are you trying to do? What are your intentions? There's nothing wrong with that. We should not try to be coy about it, because look, if you're trying to be coy about asking what another person's intentions are for you, then you get down the road and you're not going to ask who are we, what are we. That's going to be like wrong timing. Why are you not asking me this? I don't know if that made sense, but anyway, that's just my 2 cents on that. I hope it helps you gain clarity and it helps you have a better experience with getting your relationship conversations going and setting the expectations. All right, I'll be right back to address 2 more questions. I hope you guys will stay tuned with me. Actually, stay tuned. I'll be right back. My name is Dr. Ohikosola Jinadu. I'm a beauty professional, med spa operator, franchise owner, and director of education at HD Pro Global Beauty Institute and Body Med Spa. As a mother of 3 boys and immigrant business owner, it is important for me to have a steady and sustainable source of income that transcends economic, government, or public health uncertainties and instability like the global pandemic we are still recovering from. That is why HD Pro Global has created multiple systems that allows my team and I to train, educate, certify, and establish independent med spa operators like us all over the globe. For more information, check out our website to attend a free webinar to get started on your path to continuous success, no matter what is going on in your part of the world. I cannot wait to meet you. Thank you. And we are back. Welcome. Thank you to our sponsors once again. So the next question that I got a lot of questions, but I had to pick these ones. These are like the ones my top picks. How long should the talking stage be before intimacy? How long should the talking stage be before we get down to business? Okay, so there's 2 ways for me to answer this question. The regular way and the politically correct way, which I'm sure a lot of you would prefer, or the absolute truth way, which is the truth. The truth does not need an advocate. The truth does not need anyone to stand for it. The truth is the truth is the truth. And just because I'm saying this, you guys should understand that these are my personal views and you are welcome to either take or reject them. So as far as intimacy in a relationship, I honestly believe that, getting to know a person for a good amount of time. Now, some people say the 90-day rule, 90 days, or after like 10 long conversations. Like I've heard a relationship coach somewhere say something like 10 hours of conversation time, and I'm like, how do you measure your hours of conversation time? Do I look at my phone and say, okay, today we were on the phone for 40 minutes, tomorrow we went on a date and we spent 2 hours together, so that's 2 hours, 40 minutes. I don't know, but anyway, everybody has their own thing about this, but I feel like to each his own. You will know when you're ready to be intimate with someone. As far as saying how long you should wait, I don't really know if there's a length of time that really determines the success of a relationship afterwards. I've heard stories of people who got married to someone they had never been with and the relationship still didn't work out. And I've heard stories of people who got together under the most obscure situations, maybe even like a one-night stand, and then eventually they just We're inseparable since then. There's so many dynamics to this. Now, that is a politically correct response. Now, let me go to the other side, which is, as a Christian and as a woman of faith, I believe that it's very, very, very on script. It is really in style and in fashion to wait for marriage before you get intimate. That's what the Bible says, you know, leave the marriage bed undefiled and all of those things. So it is recommended, you know, if you're a Christian, as a Christian, and even non-Christians are doing it. That's what we call celibacy. You know, a lot of people, celibacy is actually a thing, y'all. Like for those of us that think of, for those of you who think that, oh, being celibate is out of style. No, you're the one that's out of style. Sleeping around is really becoming out of style. Celibacy is in fashion. Like, it is so trending. Like, you're not doing it. What? Where are you? Where have you been? Celibacy is really on trend for you as a single person because, you know, celibacy allows you to really, really focus on the most important things, the more important things that allows your life to be full, living a purposeful life, pursuing your purpose, you know, focusing on your goals and doing the things that you need to do to elevate and build yourself up. Like just, you know, being able to set goals and have a vision, clarity. I mean, celibacy allows you to do those things. So when you talk about how long should you wait, yes, to each his own. I will not tell you how to live your personal life. However, I fully recommend celibacy and waiting for a full commitment through marriage in order to get intimate. That is the honest truth. A full commitment from both of you as partners to live a lifelong relationship. But now it's just funny because that's weird because now I've come to realize that it's not everybody that is getting married. And not everybody will get married. And marriage is not for everybody. So for those people who are not intending to be married, are they going to be celibate forever? Are they going to be? I don't know. What do you guys think? But yeah, to each his own. Alright? So do what you please. Take the steps. You always know when it's right or when it's wrong. I mean, there's really never a right or wrong. It just depends on who you're with. So there you have it. And of course we know that, you know, when you are able to focus on other things in the relationship beyond the intimacy portion, which is the sexual, physical interaction, there's the emotional connection that you have to work on. There's the intellectual connection you have to work on. There's so many other things that you guys can build on leading up to that. So don't make that the number one thing. That should not be the focus. Yes, it's amazing for you to be with someone that you're extremely physically attracted to. That is great, but that does not sustain a relationship in the long term. So just FYI, just focus on things that are more tangible for you guys, that would hold you together. Because once you get married, even like intimacy is not something that is number one on the agenda all the time. There's so many things happening with life that you're both going to have to deal with as a couple, that solidifying a good relationship, understanding those dynamics before you move forward allows you to have a longer run than most. So there you have it on that intimacy question. Now, the final question of the day: do you believe in love languages, and how does it help or not help a relationship? Now, I love this question because I am a huge proponent of love languages. I am someone that advocates for love being given and received the exact way that a person is going to receive it. Let me give you an example. See these beautiful flowers? They decorate my set. They make my set pretty. But I'm not a flower girl. Although, yeah, no, seriously, I'm not a flower girl. Like, I prefer other types of gifts. So if someone is sending me flowers, that's nice. But I feel like that person hasn't taken the time to understand the kinds of gifts that really, really appeal to my carnal nature. I love other things. I love perfumes, I love jewelry, I love clothes, I love makeup. I love money, things that allows me to invest more in my business. In fact, that's the best part. If you want to list a gift for me, just putting it out there on the World Wide Web, everybody listen in. If you want to give Dr. OJ a gift, I'm telling you that the best gift you could give me is a tangible investment in something that is meaningful to me. And when I say meaningful to me, I mean like my platform, my brand, my business, things like that. Those are the kinds of gifts that really touch like the nerve, like it touches somewhere inside of me, like it hits kind of different for me when I receive those kinds of gifts. Like, of course, give me like the jewelry, the perfumes, the trips, the expensive things, the clothes. All of those things are good, but I really prefer things that allows me to push myself forward in a direction that allows my vision for my life, my goals to come to fruition. I guess that's just me. I mean, buy me shares, not a Louis Vuitton. Buy me, digital currency, not perfume. Just thinking about it that way. So let's talk about love languages. My love language, I know number one is gifts. I'm a gift person. I love receiving gifts. That's the truth. The second part is, and people assume that you can only have one. You can have more than one. I love gift giving and acts of service. Like when people go out of their way, like to do things to serve the purpose of my life, to serve me, to help me accomplish my goals, to help take the pressure off of me. Acts of service just do it for me. So those are my top two love languages for me. So for me, I feel like love languages and understanding the phenomenon, the philosophy behind it is really, really important for anyone who is looking to build something substantial when it comes to relationships with an intimate partner. I promise you, it's very critical for you guys to take the love language test. That's actually an activity that you could do as a couple. So you have a deeper understanding of the needs of your partner. You're not just shooting arrows in the dark, hoping that you hit the bull's eye. You know exactly what they want and you can cater to them specific to their needs. You buy a gift for your girlfriend because you know that gift is going to hit different. She's going to love it. You have a girlfriend who prefers quality time as opposed to gift giving, and then you keep buying her gift and then you're there running around the streets. Eventually, she's either going to leave you or that relationship is just going to be a horrible experience for you both or for her. So you have to understand that love language is actually an amazing and important part of any long-lasting relationship. So you guys know my love language today, so don't worry, get the gifts coming in. So I guess I can start looking forward to all of the things, maybe sending me some stock certificates, some Bitcoin, some whatever it is you want to send your girl. I'll be here. Acts of service too. So anyway, what's your love language, by the way? Drop that in the comment and tell us why that is your love language, because you have to be able to explain why it's your love language. You can't just say, oh, my love language is this just because it looks like something you like. You have to absolutely, it has to resonate with you. It has to be something that you know that in a relationship is most important. It's a deal breaker. You can't do without it. That's how you know what your love language is. And online, there's so many templates. Not so many, but there are a few templates online, psychology templates that allows you to take tests with your partner or individually just to discover what your love language is, at least your top two. Some people end up varying into three, but you always have that number one, number two, and then number three is just a little bit neither here nor there. But your top two are really those two areas where you absolutely are able to receive love to the fullest of your capacity. All right, guys, that's it from me today. Woo! I love this Dr. OJ Speaks. I love this Ask Dr. OJ. So keep those questions coming in. Drop your comment below. What question did I address today that most resonated with you? Let's hear it. Share this with us, and let's hear your comments on who are we, what are we doing, how long should we wait for intimacy, or love languages. Which one is it for you? Until next time, I cannot wait to see you guys again. Thank you guys for viewing. Don't forget, subscribe, turn your notification on, like this video, help us get our likes up, man. Like, share, and leave a comment below. Mwah! Love you guys. Bye.